Hi guys, how are you? And welcome to my Tuesday Talks. Today I want to talk about the three little changes you can make that will make a big difference in your for your health goals and your weight loss goals. So I'm gonna focus on weight loss goals if that's what you want, right? So the first small change you can do, and none of them have to do with how much you eat, right? Because we know that's a big part of weight loss, but these are changes that are independent of how much you eat. So the first one is water. Water, water, water. Drink more water. First of all, water has no calories, 100% free of calories. And then the interesting thing about water is that studies have shown that the resting energy expenditure, which means how much calories we burn while we're at rest, increases after we drink water. So there was a particular study that said that it would increase between 24 and 30% within 10 minutes of drinking water, between half a liter and a liter of water. You drink it, and 10 minutes later, you start your metabolism increases and your resting energy expenditure will go up between 24 and 30% and will last up to 60 minutes. That means we're going to be burning more calories while at rest. And that's a big difference. There's little difference that with time will amount to a big change, right? Then they've shown too, which I think is really interesting, that it's better to drink the cold water because the body will need to use more energy, which means we'll need to burn more energy to bring that cold water to body temperature. So it needs to warm it up. So it needs to use more energy, more calories. So you will burn even more if the water is cold. Then drinking water, and this I've talked about this too, reduces appetite. So if you drink water right before, or 30 minutes, 15 minutes before you're gonna eat, you're gonna feel full or not as hungry as before, and then you would tend to eat less than you would have if you don't drink that water. So drinking water, and that's something I do too, like before each meal, or if I'm feeling like really hungry, I don't sit at the table like that. I try to drink a glass of water before, so that will make me feel a little bit fuller, so I don't eat as much. And actually, there was a study, and I looked this up, that said they did the study with some adults, and it says the group that drank water lost 44% more weight than those who didn't drink the water before the meals. And then for the health benefits of the water, I have talked about this before. It lubricates the joints. It boosts your skin health, makes your skin like cleaner, healthier. It flushes the body waste, all the toxins, they get flushed the more water you drink, right? And it also helps carry all your vitamins and nutrients to the different parts of the body that they need to go. So the water helps take all those vitamins to the different organs and muscles. And how much water? I think a good way to figure it out, or like average it out, is half your body weight in pounds. So like if you weigh 140 pounds, then you should drink 70 ounces of water, and you should be good. And then you can test it like when you go to the restroom. If your urine is clear, like clear or just light yellow, you're fine. But if your urine is dark, then you probably need to hydrate a little bit more. So that was the number one change you can do. Start drinking more water. Number two, physical activity. And this is no secret, right? For weight loss. And actually, the American Heart Association recommends at least 150 minutes per week of physical activity. And this amounts to 5 times a week, 30 minutes of easy to moderate activity. And that is just to keep your heart healthy. But it also helps you burn more calories. You burn more calories, you're going to lose weight if what you eat stays the same. So why? Because it increases your metabolism and you're gonna burn more calories a day. So let's say you do 15 minutes of moderate to easy exercise, walking or some um, biking or some like aerobic exercises for 15 minutes. On average, an adult person average weight would burn around 100 calories for those 15 minutes. And that's going to vary depending on the intensity of the workout. More intense, you're going to burn more calories. If you are heavier, you're going to burn more calories in the same amount of time. So that depends, but this is an average. So in 15 minutes, you could burn 100 calories. Let's say that's all you do. You do 15 minutes a day, you burn 100 calories every day. That is 700 calories a week. In a year, just by doing that 15 minutes every day for a year, you would have lost 10 pounds of weight. That's average, 10 pounds, just by doing 15 minutes of easy to moderate activity every day. 15 minutes, it doesn't sound right, it doesn't sound too much. And this is if you keep, like if you eat what you're eating. It's not like, okay, I did 15 minutes more, so now I'm gonna go eat a donut. Then, it's not gonna it's not gonna work like that. But if you keep what you're eating right now and you're just maintaining your weight, right? And you start doing 15 minutes a day, in a year you would have lost 10 pounds. And if to that we add the water intake, then you're gonna accelerate your metabolism and you're gonna lose even more. Those are small changes that we cannot see and like, oh, but I didn't lose 7 pounds in a week. We cannot see it like that. Those are little changes that through time, they're gonna amount to big, big changes. And the last one is sleep. Yes, to lose weight, you need to sleep. At least 7 to 8 hours. The body needs the rest. The muscles need to rest. If you don't rest, that's why it's important to take rest days too, and to not work out a muscle 2 days in a row, because your muscles need to rest, need to rebuild. And if you don't give your body that rest, it doesn't function the same and it starts to suffer in many different ways. And some of those are the following. Poor sleep is linked to a higher body mass index and to weight gain. So the less we sleep, we're going to tend to gain weight. And then poor sleep, why? This is the next one. Because poor sleep increases appetite. What happens is there are two hormones that are linked like with hunger. We have ghrelin, which is the one that lets the body know that it's hungry. So that is the hormone that is released when we start feeling hungry. Is because that hormone is released, is ghrelin. And then we have leptin, that is the one that is released when we're full. So they're like two opposite hormones. But what happens when we don't have enough sleep is that they go a little crazy. So the body produces more ghrelin, which means it signals hunger, and then it produces less leptin, which signals that we're full. So we feel less full, more hungry, right? And that makes us, go and eat. And if you stay awake, we stay awake, then we get hungry, because when we're asleep, that kind of gets neutralized, right? But the more we're awake, the more we're going to tend to eat. And then two, the body releases more cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and then that one increases appetite too. So very, very important to get our rest. Then it's also associated with the lower metabolism if you don't have the appropriate restful sleep. And then poor sleep is going to decrease our self-control and our discipline and our capacity of making the best decisions. And you've noticed it, like when you're tired and drained or stressed, and you usually don't care about what you eat. You don't care about what you grab, the first thing, and you just want to feel better, and food takes that place. And it's because your brain is so tired, it doesn't want to think, and it's like clouded, and it's just is going to go, and the studies show too that it's going to go for the more calorie dense foods, more carb dense, and more fat dense foods, which is probably going to give that, you know, that comfort feeling. So we need to get our rest. And then also, if we feel tired because we don't sleep, we're not gonna wanna get in that physical activity. And then poor sleep can cause insulin resistance too, which is gonna lead to weight gain and to increase our chances to developing type 2 diabetes. And with the benefits of more sleep, our brain, we are gonna be more alert. Then we're going to feel better, like we're going to feel rested, we're going to feel more energized, so our mood is going to get better. We're going to have a healthier heart, and we're going to have a better immune system because we're going to be rested. All our organs, all our systems are rested, and they're going to be in better shape to fight any germs, right? So it helps with an immune system, which is really, really important this time that we're actually going through. So those three things, little things, you can make those changes, like drink more water, sleep a little bit more, start with like 15 minutes a night more, and until you get to those 7 to 8 hours when you feel and you wake up refreshed and energized. And try to start getting in, if you don't already, your 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes of activity, and it's going to make wonders for your weight loss journey and for your health, which I think is even more important. And the weight loss will be a magnificent secondary effect. So I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I hope this little chat helps you guys make those little habit changes, and that slowly are gonna transform into big, amazing changes in your life. Have a great day. See you next Tuesday. Bye.